Welcome back to another One Punch Man 2 review. Today is episode 9. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. As always, we're anime viewers only. No source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to get into this?
I'm ready.
So yeah, just right off the bat, we have Saitama fighting Bakuzan as the monster now. Of course, Saitama has no memory of who Bakuzan was before, annoyed him, and then he just kills him.
As to be expected.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
And then we see like Genos for a little bit, who's like, "Alright, I have to gather people together to go kill Gotetsu," and of course Saitama just kills Gotetsu off screen. So,
Yeah, off screen was kind of lame. Even though, obviously, it wouldn't be a fight, it would just be one hit, but still, like, I don't know.
because we see it the whole time from like Suryo on the ground. We never actually like leave him, and then the head just plops up next to him,
Right.
and he kept giving the warning, "Oh, you'll never be able to do it," or whatever. And then you're like, "Oh," and then he kind of realizes, you know what, being a hero might be cool. You might want to become a hero.
Right. Yeah, like I mentioned, this kind of followed the Sea King from season 1, but I felt it was less impactful. Because this one pretty much only impacted Shiryu, like, of becoming a hero, you know? But the Sea King kind of impacted, like, the society's view on heroes in general.
Yeah.
So it just kind of feels like honestly, a downgraded version of the Sea King arc. I'm just to be honest, like,
It's just weird when everything's being done off screen, or it's like it's the same thing.
right,
over
like
and
the
over, and
whole
it's like,
first 9 minutes was just Saitama talking.
yeah,
And then punches twice. I assume the second one was a punch, then it didn't show me. I guess adding that would be too difficult. But yeah, I don't know. It was alright, I guess.
yeah. We get Puri prisoner guy for a little bit, who holds his phone in his ass cheeks. He's got to be clenching those all the time. Be holding that phone there.
He's
so
got strong buttocks muscles, alright?
I mean, he shows off his body. He's proud of it. Um, but yeah, like all the monsters kind of just disappeared shortly after that. So when Saitama's walking around, there's just nothing going on. Comes across King, and he's talking about how, like, he's kind of gotten bored. He can't become stronger if he's already the strongest, and it's
Right.
like he can't enjoy growing anymore. But King goes on, like, his definition of what a hero is and why Saitama is not the ultimate hero yet. And it's like, he's like, basically, there's more to being strong.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta be inspirational and all these other things that, mean everything to the people. But
I don't know if that's like, I see where he's coming from, but there's not really many heroes like that in this show, you know?
they're all kind of like for themselves.
Right. And the fact, like, no one, like, it doesn't seem like there's like one hero that everyone looks up to. Obviously there's like a ranking system, but it doesn't come across as like rank 1S is like everybody's true hero. So it's just kind of like there's just a bunch of heroes that kind of have their own motives and do whatever.
Yeah, like none of them seem like they actually care to protect people or anything like that. And it's just like they're just,
It's
they're just having fun killing monsters.
right. It's kind of strange, I'll say.
Yeah, it's like I think we mentioned this before. It's like the complete opposite of like the heroes in My Hero Academia that are doing
Right.
it for the people.
It's definitely opposite because obviously My Hero has like a true hero as a example, as a symbol. This one just kind of, I feel like maybe they're trying to work Saitama towards that, but it's slow. I will say it's very slow progress.
Yeah, especially when he just kind of does his own thing. All
right,
the
and
time.
he doesn't
And he's
really
in the bathroom all the time.
right, and he doesn't really strive to be that. He's just striving to find a good fight.
Yeah. And then, we see Garo. He lost to Watchdog. That fight was off screen. All we got was him flashbacking to it, like, oh, because he's on all four limbs or whatever, he's stronger and faster or something. And it's like, and then he sees King and he's like, oh, I'll go fight King. Saitama just kind of kicks him out of the way again. And he's
What?
like, there's hero hunters out here. I'm just hoping he's strong when I come across him.
Right. It was kind of funny, but see, this is the weird thing about this season. I don't know what the focal point is, because it's obviously not Saitama. It's not. It doesn't seem like. I guess it's supposed to be. It doesn't seem like it's other heroes, because we kind of just jump around to random heroes. I guess maybe it's the Monster Association, but the thing that lacks there is there's not like a monster like that's represent. Obviously, there's the King Monster, but there's not like
we're not getting their point of view.
Right. The only thing I could imagine is like Garo kind of filled that role, but he kind of just gets tossed to the side now, literally in this episode.
Yeah, he was last episode too. Like,
so he's not really as interesting as he was first came out. Like he's clearly.
I feel like his character went from like super interesting, unique to now he's just another dude like walking around and is like his objective's kind of boring now. It's like.
He's like, I just want to fight things.
Hero he sees, but he doesn't actually. He's like, I'm a monster, human monster, or whatever. But he actually doesn't. We've talked about this before. He doesn't play that role. He doesn't actually kill anyone. He's like, I'm having fun fighting, and that's it.
Right.
He's just trying to prove his strength. It's like, okay, everyone out here is trying to prove their strengths. So
and he's not even. I mean, he's strong, but like, he's not incredibly strong. It seems like. I mean, he pretty much.
Yeah, he lost to Watchdog, who's 9 or 10 or something. No,
right.
Yeah,
I feel like he'd lose to Tornado easily.
9. Watchdog's 12.
Yeah, it's. I just don't know because the Monster Association. It's an interesting concept, but there's not like a main monster. I know it's the king, but we don't ever see. We just see him as like, oh, you're the king monster. You're the one behind everything, but it doesn't really. We don't really see it from that perspective. It's really strange, and I don't know. It's not as interesting as season 1, I will say.
Yeah, definitely. And then we have Sonic, who is attacked by Tempest Wind and Hellfire Flames, basically to recruit him to join the Monster Association, like everyone else getting recruited. Sonic, obviously, not going to take that. His only goal is to beat Saitama. That's it. Nothing else.
Right.
Even though he always ends up fighting Genos every time. He does take the monster cells, though. But he cooks them first, which everyone else was eating them raw. So I think he kind of ruined the effect.
He just wanted to, spice it up a little. Add some spices here and there. Make it a tasty monster cell.
I wonder if he'll react differently with them or just not work at all.
I'm assuming he won't turn into like a full blown monster like everyone else usually does.
Yeah. The other thing is we have Zombie Man, who's S rank 8, who is following the one gorilla guy who's beating all the other heroes, but then he gets taken out by another gorilla just randomly. I have no idea what the hell's going on in the show. He's like.
Gorilla Man taken out by a gorilla. All right, we'll roll with it.
And it's always like, all right, I'll just follow this gorilla instead and see where he goes. It's like there's like you said, no focal point. Like I have no idea what the point of anything is.
We definitely just seem to like kind of like jump around, like just like, oh yeah, we have this character, let's show what they're doing. Oh yeah, we have this character, let's show what they're doing. It's like it doesn't feel like one giant story like intertwined. It just kind of feels like a bunch of different. Obviously, all the same. It's like the same thing, monsters attacking, but it just feels like random. Like, oh, this is this.
Yeah, and it's never like long enough for it to become interesting, or like epic or whatever. It's just instant. Everything's just so instant that it's just done as soon as it shows.
Yeah. Yeah. It honestly feels like a story that should have been one season and got forced to be longer, in my opinion. Maybe it's more interesting later on, but right now it just...
Well,
it feels like the best...
Right?
Right, but it feels like the best parts are just copied storylines from season 1. Like the whole Saitama thing.
Just without the action.
Without the action and with not even as like deepest meaning either.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess they received a message from the Monster Association at the end, so that'll probably be a big part into the next episode. Maybe.
Maybe it'll probably just say something like "in the Hero Association" or else something like that. That's my guess.
Something like that. But that does it for the episode. You want to jump to the scores?
Yeah. I'll say a 5. Thought it was average. Like, it really sucks because One Punch Man was like fun to watch. Now I feel like it's less fun. I mean, obviously season 1 wasn't like the pinnacle of storytelling or anything, but it was enjoyable to watch. Like, fighting wise, which I guess we're now not even getting mini fights anymore, we're just off screening them. And then
we didn't get really good a fight in this episode at all. Everything got, even the gorilla one punched the other gorilla.
I would say it's just one hits. I guess everyone's One Punch Man, but yeah, like the focal. I don't know. It seems weird. It seems like we're not really following anything. My only guess is the Monster Association, but it's not really too. It was like interesting, but it's not like. It's weird to relate to that side when it's just like, oh, they're monsters attacking. We're gonna jump to hero to hero to hero to hero, just random fights.
We've literally gotten like all the S rank heroes and like 30 A rank heroes this season, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with all these characters.
Not even the show is either. Like, it's gonna forget about them. Like, I'm sure half the characters we've seen we won't really see again. To be honest, we'll only see like the main ones, like Tornado, King, maybe Miss Blizzard, obviously Saitama and Genos, and then not many others. Some S ranks with names, but like pretty much no A ranks will come back. Is my guess.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it was just average to me.
Yeah, I'll sit there around the 5, maybe 4.5. Like, honestly, at times, like I'm kind of bored while watching it, and I never had that where like in the first season, and. It's just a huge disappointment. We got a few episodes left. I'm still gonna obviously stick through it, but it's like just disappointment. It's like the comedy's still there here and there, like especially with Puri. He's just the best though. But it's like, but other than that, outside of that, it's like there's no focus. I don't know exactly what the plot is. There's never been. The plot's always been monsters, stop the monsters, but. It's nothing deep, but like they're like, oh, here's this interesting story stuff that we have to do, but let's just toss it out once we start going. Like Garo is like thrown away. You see it more and more as we go on. That he's just becoming just a nuisance, really.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but I didn't really. The lack of action definitely hurts it even more. Because
because the story's not interesting. Like,
right,
there's only so much you can do with the story for One Punch Man.
Yeah, like if it had cool action, like if it showed us other heroes and they were like cool fights, then yeah, I'd be like, okay, I can set aside the story, but these fights are cool. But it doesn't have that. The story's just not really there. Yeah, it sucks. Not like it sucks that it didn't live up to the hype. Not like the show. It sucks.
It sucks. Where the heck goes it?
Yeah, that's it. That means it's spiel time.
You know what doesn't suck? Hitting that like button, hit the subscribe, notification bell, notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought of what we did, like anything like that. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.